These are scenes from what is actually happening in Iran following the receipt of this news.
بعد از عمری مجاهدت حسینی و دائمی و خستگی ناپذیر روح بلند و ملکوتی کوه نستوه ولایت پدر مهربان امت رهبر و امام مسلمین حضرت آیت الله العظمی سید علی حسینی خامنه‌ای در راه سربلندی حرم جمهوری اسلامی ایران شهد شهید گوارای شهادت را نوشیدند.
If you actually like me would never understood anything that this news reporter is actually saying, an Iranian news reporter from the Iranian state media, well, he was actually trying to say this.
I'm just being told that the US President, Donald Trump, has now said that Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader, is indeed dead.
And seeing this Islamic reporter cry, and some of those people were, part of this regime, this evil regime in Iran, seeing them cry and all that actually reminds me of a prophetic word that was released by Prophet Angel last year, I believe.
Then I saw Iran in mourning. It was just like garments, like Muslim garments, where people are beating their chest and beating their legs and moving like the way Muslims mourn for somebody. Yes. But then I saw Iran.
And if you listen carefully, it was very specific. It was Muslims who would mourn in Iran. And this actually follows the death of, Ayatollah, the supreme leader and all that, who has been leading ever since, I believe he took over in the 1980s, and he has been in control of Iran, all right, making sure that this Islamist agenda and all that is intact. And this is some of the stuff that he was saying when Trump was warning him about this thing that had to do with protests.
The American vessel, he made an irrelevant and provocative statement, declaring that should the government of Iran take certain actions, he would move against it. Such remarks have emboldened rioters and elements hostile to the nation. Certain people accept and act according to his wishes, engaging in acts of sabotage and arson merely to please him. It must be clearly understood that the Islamic Republic was established through the sacrifice of hundreds of thousands of honorable individuals, and those who opposed it have failed. The Islamic Republic will not be overthrown. Do not serve foreign powers, whoever you may be. If you become an agent of foreigners and act on their behalf, the Iranian nation will disown you, and the Islamic establishment will likewise reject you. As for that arrogant man who sits in judgment over the entire world, let him know that throughout history, despots and arrogant rulers, such as Pharaoh, Nimrod, Reza Khan, and Muhammad Reza, were at the height of their power and pride when they were ultimately overthrown.
Well, from all indications, he's actually the one who has been overthrown. So let me actually get you to the news. I have managed to compile everything for you.
Alarming and breaking news out of the Middle East. The US and Israel launching major strikes on Iran's capital, Tehran, and several other cities. In retaliation, Iran has fired missiles and drones toward Israeli and American military bases in the region. According to Israeli media, Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and the country's president were the intended targets. Iran's foreign minister telling NBC, as far as he knows, all high-ranking officials are alive, and he believes both leaders are fine.
And this was when they were trying to spread misinformation, trying to downplay the fact that the supreme leader had been killed, all right? But they finally later gave in.
Bit of breaking news that has just come in. Right now, the Iranian state media is telling the people of Iran that the Ayatollah has been killed. Again, Iran state-run media is now confirming that the Ayatollah has been killed.
We just got this in literally 2 minutes ago, but Fox News can confirm that Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead following Israeli strikes against his compound and location earlier today. A senior Israeli official confirming this news. Earlier tonight, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu describing the strikes not only against the supreme leader, but against much of the Iranian leadership.
بعد از عمری مجاهدت حسینی و دائمی و خستگی ناپذیر روح بلند و ملکوتی کوه نستوه ولایت پدر مهربان امت رهبر و امام مسلمین حضرت آیت الله العظما سید علی حسینی خامنه‌ای در راه سربلندی حرم جمهوری اسلامی ایران شهد گوارای شهادت را نوشیدند.
I'm just being told that the U.S. President, Donald Trump, has now said that Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader, is indeed dead. This assessment coming from the President of the United States.
There's a statement from Donald Trump saying the Ayatollah is dead. It says Khamenei, one of the most evil people in history, is dead. This is not only justice for the people, for Iran, but for all great Americans and those people from many countries throughout the world that have been killed or mutilated by Khamenei and his gang of bloodthirsty thugs. He was unable to avoid our intelligence and highly sophisticated tracking systems, and working closely with Israel, there was not a thing he or the other leaders that have been killed along with him could do. This is the single greatest chance for the Iranian people to take back their country.
The son of the former Shah, Reza Pahlavi, noted the death of Iran's supreme leader tonight by calling him, quote, the bloodthirsty despot of our time. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer has covered the regime of the Ayatollah for many years now, and she joins us now from London.
Sayyid Ali Hosseini Khamenei was the most powerful man in Iran, with ultimate control over everything from foreign policy to the fearsome Revolutionary Guards, even after surgery for prostate cancer in 2014. Iran's supreme leader had a single mission: protecting the Islamic Republic from internal threats, even if that meant killing dissidents, and external ones. First and foremost, America and its ally Israel. Born the son of a cleric in Mashhad, Khamenei joined the Islamic Revolution in 1979 as an advisor to its spiritual head, Ayatollah Khamenei. Khamenei served as both defense minister and president, and when the old Ayatollah died, an assembly of mullahs chose him as the successor. His mistrust of America was anchored in the CIA's role in overthrowing Iran's government in the 1950s. It grew when revolutionary students took 66 Americans hostage in their own embassy in 1980, and the U.S. reacted with fury and sanctions. Fast forward to 2015, Khamenei opposed the short-lived nuclear deal with America. In latter years, internal protests gathered force against Iran's government and, once unthinkable, the supreme leader himself. But he stood firm, an unflinching overlord of revolutionary ideals that had begun to look out of step with a modernizing Iran.
Middle East reporter Courtney Keeley spent more than 15 years reporting from cities across the region there. Courtney, now that the Ayatollah is no longer with us, according to President Trump, what comes next? Is there a clear successor?
Well, there's supposed to be, according to the Iranian Constitution, Article 111, there's supposed to be 3 people in charge right now, the head of the president, who is still alive, and an important cleric, whoever that may be, name unknown, and somebody from the defense forces and the judiciary. Now, there have been a lot of people killed, not just Khamenei. I'm looking at Ali Larijani, who's probably the most veteran of this regime, who's not a cleric. After they go to this three person that's taking over, then they go to the Assembly of Experts. About 88 religious clerics are supposed to then designate who the leader is. But don't forget the decapitation strikes that happened in June. They hid the Iranian Revolutionary Guard head then, and they just named a new one, and then they hit him again. Ali Shamkhani, who was also head of the Defense Council, he was killed. So there's a level of successorship that runs down the defense that's gone.
But Courtney, what you're describing is a successorship that is still a theocracy, still essentially the regime. It's not freedom at hand, as the president's talking about. So is there a journey from there to there, or are we just back to where we were with a theocracy that's going to pursue a nuclear weapon?
Right, we have to wait and see, because do they have the power? Is the Iranian Revolutionary Guard still intact? Is it splintering? Will the besieged fight? Will the army continue to fight? They've just lost another head of it. Is Ali Larijani in hiding? Is there anyone that can keep this intact? And that's what also these airstrikes and this war have been trying to do, is create these chasms within all of the levels of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. Most of the top leadership was killed in June. Then they became successors, but a lot of those people might not have the fight, because they're not the ones that made billions off the back of the ordinary people.
There are lawmakers here in the U.S., and there's reporting from military officials suggesting this is not going to be just days of fighting. It could be weeks of strikes. What are you hearing? And I mean, there's never been really successful regime change without boots on the ground.
Right, and I really wonder where the Mossad God is right now.
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, and we knew they were on the ground in Iran, and they infiltrated the truckers, and they hit places and buildings in June from the ground. Now, what I'm also looking at is the arsenal of ballistic missiles. They have to come up above ground and use the launchers to fire it. Israel took those launchers out in Iran. Not all of them, maybe 50%. I did talk to an expert in ballistic missiles. He said, look at the short and medium range and where they're hitting. Now, we have seen some hit soft targets, but we're not seeing a lot going yet. And in the next coming days, we have to watch. Will they retaliate? Will this regime stay intact? And will they retaliate like Khamenei threatened to do?
In our closing moments here, the Iranian people, what are you hearing from them tonight? We know they're celebrating. What's the feeling?
It's an incredible dissonance that they had to choose war over a regime, but they were willing to do it. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you, Benjamin Netanyahu. Thank you, America. It's not death to America after they killed the leader. The Americans and the Israelis did it. It's not death to Israel and death to America. It's thank you. It's a new day dawning, but very early days. Very, very early days. So we'll have to see what comes. But it's the Iranian people that have been telling me over and over and over again, we want this. We're not regimists. We're not Islamic.
And this can only mean one thing, the collapse of the Islamic regime in Iran. This actually brings me to some of those prophetic words that I managed to compile for you.
We want to get to the Middle East. Let's go, sir. Israel in Iran, I saw escalation rhetoric. Escalation. But in that escalation, I saw America at the top of it. And I saw even Iran itself, as it were, in a star-spangled banner being given to someone.
This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. To the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations.
As I saw Greenland is what I saw with Iran. So it'll be like it's given overnight. But they didn't get it. It's like it's lost overnight. The strength of the Islamic regime in Iran is falling.
I have had a major caution today concerning, in fact, before I came on here, I was in such heavy intercession. I told her, I said, I feel like the thing with the United States striking Iran is imminent. And I want to say that I truly believe that this is imminent. Something major is about to take place with Iran, and I believe that Ayatollah Khamenei is about to be removed. This is what's coming next. War. And I saw this all unfolding like we're seeing right now. And I saw Israel strike first, and I've got the videos to tell you what I saw. President Trump wanted to go about it diplomacy, and Israel and Benjamin wanted to push the button. I saw him push the button, and then I saw anti-Semitism come to an all-time high for Israel in the days ahead, if anybody remembers. And I said, this will be by God's hand, and there will be so many people leave New York and other places in the days ahead to come back to the motherland, Israel. So, just like Venezuela, I pray that this guy is judged for all the war crimes and the hate he's done to the people of Iran, killing tens of thousands of them in the protest here lately. They said that he slaughtered them. He's a butcher. And so we pray that he is judged. I really believe with all my heart that we're about to see the man with the gray hair come on.
The Spirit of God says, you think I cannot dethrone you? Keep your eye open, God says. And this shall be a sign to you that I am causing leaders that have wicked intentions to be brought down. So, who will lead this nation? Who shall I place at the helm? God said, I have chosen myself. Yes, I've chosen myself. I, the Lord, will change up. For they shall say, look, the Lord has delivered us from wicked leader Venezuela. And God says, look how I take these young people, and a new music arise, comes forth, and this will infiltrate through the Middle Eastern music as well. And there shall be joyful sounds coming from the house of the Lord, says the Lord.
Extremely accurate. So I'll meet you in the next one as always.